Today we're going to talk about all dogs go to heaven. So the question is do animals go to heaven? Well, here's the short answer. We don't know. All right, but in Ecclesiastics it does say that all men and beasts are destined to die, which is true. We know that, our pet, Fido, died 5 years ago. Do we know if we're going to see them in heaven? We know that our kitty cat went to that scratch pad in heaven. We don't know. All right, so putting that aside, it's a nice comforting thought that there will be animals in heaven. And there's a lot of things we don't know about heaven, but there's a lot of things we do know. Now, we know that angels in Revelations and 2 Kings, it mentions angels on horses, and it mentions horses. We've got the pale rider, and we've got black horse and a red horse, and the white horse. And so we know that there's animals mentioned in the Bible, but there is no real defined information that says that your pet is going to die and go to heaven. Now, the reason that it isn't in there, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is that we don't want to get confused. We don't want it said that if an animal can go to heaven, then why can't my Aunt Sally, who doesn't know the Lord and hasn't accepted Jesus in her heart, how come she can't go to heaven? Because animals can't choose. Would we all agree with that? And they can't choose and say, I think I'll accept Jesus into my heart. So if they can't do it and they make it to heaven, why can't a whole bunch of other things, people, whatever? How come my money can't make it to heaven? How come my car can't make it to heaven? So, it's those kind of things that the Bible doesn't want us to get confused. So they don't put things in. And when are you going to know that answer? When you get to heaven. Easy enough. So don't get all wrapped around the axle. If it makes you feel better to know that you're going to see your pet again in heaven, then go with that. It's a faith, it's a belief. I think the Lord would like us to be happy and joyful in this world while we're here. So if that belief helps you, then you should go along with it. Now, whether it's your dog, my dog is Shadow, whether it's your cat, or if it's your worm farm, whatever it is that makes you happy, have that thought that that's going to be with you in heaven. And I think that that's okay. We don't know anyone else's heart. We don't know whether anybody is going to arrive in heaven. I know my own heart, and even then I get confused. So don't feel bad that you get confused too. It's just the way it is. Got a comment on this? Got a pet photo to share? Want to see my dog? Come here, Shadow. Come here, good girl. Come here. Come here. Oh, look at that. She even brought her ball. You know what? She loves her ball. Yeah. Whoa. All right. So, let's see what your pets look like. Let's hear what you have to say about heaven and animals. And, maybe you have a different point of view. Maybe you don't think animals should be there. Maybe you don't like the idea that there'll be some pooper scooper and you might get that job. Maybe there needs to be someone to clean out that cat litter box or that worm farm. So maybe you have some selfish motives going on here. I say, if you need a pooper scooper in heaven, Lord, choose me. I'll be there for you and for anyone else who needs me.